बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। आज के इस वीडियो लेक्चर में हम डिस्कस करेंगे ओपन लूप फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड फेज रिस्पांस। तो कुछ चीज़ें हम रिव्यू करेंगे जो कि हम ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं। ओपन लूप वोल्टेज चेन को पहले देख लेते हैं कि ओपन लूप वोल्टेज चेन क्या होता है। दैट इज द रेशियो ऑफ द आउटपुट टू द इनपुट वोल्टेज, दैट इज EOL इक्वल टू V आउट ओवर V in। ये चीज़ें हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। और ओपन लूप जो है वो आपके एक्सटर्नल कंपोनेंट्स के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करता, ना ही हम इसको कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट इज दी जो है क्लोज लूप गेन, जहाँ पर हम देख रहे हैं जो कि हमारे पास एक्सटर्नल कंपोनेंट्स के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। ये केस है जो कि हम देख रहे हैं कि आउटपुट इज फीडबैक टू दी इन्वर्टिंग इनपुट, जो कि नेगेटिव फीडबैक है, और इनपुट भी हम इन्वर्टिंग इनपुट को दे रहे हैं। हमारे पास इन्वर्टिंग केस है, इन्वर्टिंग मोड ऑफ एम्पलीफायर विद नेगेटिव फीडबैक। इसमें हमारे पास क्लोज लूप गेन जो होता है -RF और RI। तो यानी कि क्लोज लूप गेन जो है ये इन्वर्टिंग के केस लें, नॉन इन्वर्टिंग के केस लें, वोल्टेज फॉलोअर का केस लें। तो क्लोज लूप गेन जो है वो आपके एक्सटर्नल कंपोनेंट्स के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, यानी कि RF और RI की वैल्यूज के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। तो हम इसको कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। बैंडविड्थ अगर देखें तो बैंडविड्थ हमारे पास क्या होता है, ये हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया होता है। that is again the differences of the lower critical frequency and the upper critical frequency। तो यहाँ पर हम देख रहे हैं कि क्रिटिकल फ्रिक्वेंसी पर के बाद हमारा मिड रेंज जो है गेन मैक्सिमम होता है। मिड रेंज जो है वो फ्रिक्वेंसी लिमिट ख़त्म हो गई है। तो ये बैंडविड्थ लिमिटेशन है हमारे पास। तो इस लिमिट के बाद हम देखते हैं कि हमारे पास वोल्टेज जो मैक्सिमम नहीं रहती बल्कि रोल ऑफ करना शुरू कर देती है एट द रेट ऑफ 20 dB पर डेकेड्स। Finally, at a frequency where the gain is dropped to the 0 dB, such a frequency is called the unity gain frequency. 3 dB open loop bandwidth is the differences of the lower critical and the upper critical frequency where the gain is dropped to 3 dB. And if the lower critical frequency is 0, then the bandwidth is equal to the upper critical frequency. Unity gain frequency bandwidth, again as we already discussed, that the unity gain frequency is the frequency at which the gain is dropped to 0 dB or 1, and it is equal to the bandwidth from here to the 0. This bandwidth is called the unity gain bandwidth. Gain versus frequency analysis. In this slide we will discuss how the gain is changing with the frequency. Let us consider an RC circuit in which we are giving an input signal of the Vin of voltage, and the output is attained at the collector at the across the capacitor in the term of the V out. If we apply the voltage divider rule here, then V out equal to the XC over square root of R square plus XC square into V in, and if we divide this V in from the right side to the V out in the left side, that is the V out over V in equal to XC over R square root of R square plus XC square equal to, then if we take the XC from the denominator and the numerator, this can be written as 1 over divided by 1 divided by square root of 1 plus R square over XC whole square. The critical frequency of an RC circuit can be determined from this relation, that is equal to 1 over 2 pi RC. If we divide this relation from both sides by F, that is the FC divided by F equal to 1 over 2 pi FRC, as we know that 1 over 2 pi FC equal to reactance of the capacitor, that is the XC. This equation can be written as XC divided by R, or we can put the value of R by XC in the attenuation equation, that is the V out over V in equal to 1 by square root of 1 over 1 plus F over FC whole square. And if the frequency is of the signal is approaches to critical frequency, this shows that the attenuation of the feedback circuit drop to 0.707. This means the output equal to the 0.707 of the V in. As we already discussed, now an operational amplifier is connected with RC circuit, and the output here, the output of this operational amplifier is input for this RC circuit. So the output here are V in of this circuit for the RC circuit, that is the AOL mid into V in, where V differential equal to actually AOL into V differential. Here the output must be AOL mid into V differential, but in this case V differential equal to V in because the inverting input is grounded, so the V differential is equal to V in, and this output is appear as V in, for the RC circuit. So we can write as the overall gain of this operational amplifier with RC circuit, that is AOL equal to this V out. Here V out is the output taken at the output at the across the capacitor. So overall the gain of this operational amplifier with RC circuit is V out over V in, and V in of the RC circuit is the open loop gain and the mid-range gain into V in. So here I put the values V out over divided by A open loop mid-range gain into V in, and as this V out over V in equal to the attenuation of the feedback circuit, that is the 1 divided by square root of the 1 plus F square over Fc square. Or we can rewrite as this equation open loop equal to, that is open loop equal to the 1 this multiply by here open loop mid-range divided by 1 plus F square over Fc square. From there, if the frequency of the signal is approaches to the critical frequency, it is clear from the above equation that the open loop of the overall operational amplifier with RC feedback circuit is dropped to the 0.707 of the value of the mid-range open loop gain. Next, we discuss the phase shift. As we know that the RC circuit not only the change the voltage gain, but also the change or produces some phase shift. And phase shift of RC circuit is determined this by relation theta equal to minus tan inverse of R over XC. As we know that R over XC equal to F over FC, so the phase shift can be determined through this relation, that is equal to minus tan inverse of F over Fc. Here again, if F of the frequency of the signal is approaches to the critical frequency, it is clear from the this equation that the critical the angle theta is equal to minus 45 degree, and we already know that at the critical frequency the phase shift is equal to the 45 degree, and the minus sign indicates that the output is lagged by the input signal, sorry. Now we discuss the overall frequency response of a multi-stage amplifier. Here we take the three-stage multi-stage amplifier. In this three-stage multi-stage amplifier, we take the three operational amplifier of a different voltage gain. Let's say the first stage have the gain AV1, the second stage have the gain AV2, and the third stage have the gain AV3. These are the open loop voltage gain without the RC circuit, and each stage has the three different RC circuit. Let's say the first RC circuit has the R1 resistor R1 and C1. The second RC circuit contains of the R2 and C2, and the third RC circuit consists of the resistor R3 and the C3 capacitor. So the three stages have three different values of the open loop voltage gain, and three stages have three different critical frequencies. That means F1 is different from F2 is different from F3. Now we discuss what happened when the three-stage amplifier this when the signal is given to the three-stage amplifier. If we take the individual effect at the first stage, for the first stage the gain is maximum AV1 and its critical frequency is FC1. So when the signal frequency is approaches to the FC1 value, the gain is dropped at the rate of the 20 dB per decades. And further at this value, again the gain is reaches at the value of the AV2. Now again when the signal frequency approaches to the critical frequency FC2, again is dropped, again voltage is dropped at the rate of the 20 dB per decade. That means the overall voltage drop is minus 40 dB per decade, and voltage drops to the level of the AV3. Where again now if we take the frequencies approaches to the FC3 value, again the voltage is dropped to at the rate of the 20 dB per decades. So if we collectively discuss, the graph is like that. The overall gain is AV1 plus AV2 plus AV3, and at the first critical frequency the voltage is dropped at the rate of the minus 20 dB per decade. At the second critical frequency again voltage is dropped at the rate of the minus 20 dB per decade. So overall the voltage drop is the minus 40 dB per decade. At the third critical frequency again further drop in the voltage, that is the minus 20 dB per decade. So overall the voltage drop is the minus 60 dB per decades. Now we discuss the overall phase response as each phase response in the uh, three stage multi three stage multi amplifier. If each stage produces a phase shift of the 90 degree, maximum 90 degree, so the total phase shift is minus 273 degree, sorry, minus 270 degree. And at the critical frequency, if each stage produces a 45 degree phase shift, so total phase shift at the critical frequency must be 135 degree. So we can calculate the total phase shift by adding the phase shift of the each stage, that is the theta total equal to theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3, theta total equal to minus tan inverse of f over fc1, that is the theta 1, theta 2 representing by the tan inverse of f over fc2, and theta 3 is representing by the value of tan inverse of f over fc3. Thank you very much.